Welcome to Beyond the Bounce, presented by ZTE. I am your host, Byron Bogart, and I'm joined today by Legends Forward, Josh Childress. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Thanks, B.
So get into it. Just tell the viewers a little bit where you're from.
Originally from Southern California, Compton specifically. Grew up there, spent most of my life there, and then ended up going to Stanford for college. And then since then have been all over the world.
Mm-hmm. So stayed on West Coast. Growing up in Compton, what kind of got you into basketball?
To be quite honest, it was my older brothers, and it was also a lifestyle decision. It's either, one path or another for a lot of kids, and so my brothers were pretty positive influences on me and helping me, choose a positive direction.
Mm-hmm. Now, was there any other sports you were good at? Did you always know that basketball was kind of going to be your calling?
Yeah, I was terrible at everything else. I enjoyed playing other stuff, but at the end of the day, you just saw that I was a bit more coordinated and a bit more talented in basketball. So I'm fortunate that I stuck with the sport.
Okay, so we did a little research about you, and we found out that you're kind of a sneakerhead.
I am.
How many pairs do you think you own, and then do you have a favorite pair, or are all of them kind of the same?
Yeah, I don't have a specific favorite pair, and I haven't counted my collection in a while. I've given away a lot recently, just as some of the high school kids at my high school, and just other kids around. But I definitely enjoy sneakers. I enjoy collecting. I enjoy finding old school stuff, vintage stuff, and it's my thing.
Okay. Now, something the viewers may not know about you. You're an NBA vet. We all know that about you. But on the side, you are a budding entrepreneur. Can you tell people what kind of got you into wanting to own your own businesses and how you took that route?
Everybody talks about Plan B and all those things, and I was fortunate enough to go to a good university, and I was able to get my degree in 2013. Finished out after leaving Stanford after 3 years, and it's just something to occupy my time outside of basketball, something to give me mental stimulation, and really just challenge me. And I've gotten involved in a few restaurant franchises. I've gotten involved in, I own a couple laundromats, real estate, and then I'm also a part of a digital media venture capital fund. So it's been a fun time for me and learning this stuff, and I hope to grow and hopefully be the next Mark Cuban of business, and just trying to grow myself in that regard. So it's been awesome.
That leads me to the next question. We all want you to get back into the NBA and finish out your career in the NBA. What would be some of your end of basketball goals?
End of basketball goals, as you mentioned, just finishing up in the NBA, and then after that, being able to go back to my neighborhood, my community, hopefully doing something, some sort of academy or something for the kids, in addition to my business interests and all that stuff. But really imparting my experiences, my knowledge, and everything that I've gone through on some of the youth, and helping them grow through education and through athletics, like I was able to do.
Now we have a Twitter question here. Jeremy off of Twitter wants to know, how long have you been growing the fro?
How long have I been? So, interesting story. A former Texas legend, Jamal Sampson, who was here a few years back, myself, him, Tyson Chandler, and Cedric Bozeman, we all in high school, we all decided to grow our hair out. So this was my junior year of high school, and we just kept doing it. Well, I'm the only one that still has hair. So, it's been a while. I've cut it, I've braided it. I've done a few different things with it, but I've had long hair for a while.
Now, before we go to a quick commercial break, can you have any advice for maybe there's a young Josh Childress in Compton right now. You have any advice for him on how he can make it out of Compton and either get to where you're at, whether it's owning your own business, playing basketball, achieving whatever dreams they want to have?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing is to really go after what you enjoy, whether that be sports, whether it be math, whether it be whatever profession it may be. I think that a lot of kids in the inner city only see musicians or athletes on TV and don't see enough doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, you name it. And so go after what interests you, and just strive to be great at it. And that's the biggest thing. And obviously sports has taken me all over the world and given me a life that I never imagined. But at the end of the day, it can do, or any of these kids in the inner city can do what I've done, in any different field. So strive for greatness.
Nice. Well, Josh, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Please stay tuned for right after the break. We'll be joined by Wipeout Kids Cancer CEO, Evelyn Costolo. We're here with CEO of Wipeout Kids Cancer, Evelyn Costolo. Did I say that name right, Evelyn?
That's close enough.
All right. Evelyn, can you tell us a little bit about Wipeout Kids Cancer, so the viewers out there that may not know about the organization? They may have heard of it. They may have seen the WOKC. Can you tell them a little bit about the organization?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
We are a 36-year-old Dallas-Fort Worth-based nonprofit, and our mission is simple: to work relentlessly for the day when all children are living cancer-free. We support the doctors and the hospitals who are on the front line, who are conducting the research, working with the children, looking for better treatments, and ultimately a cure to pediatric cancer.
Now, what drove you to be part of the organization?
In 2009, 1 week before Christmas, my godson, at the age of 4, was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, which they like to say it's a rare cancer, but we never call it rare in my field of work because cancer remains the #1 disease killer of children in America. So 1 in every 285 kids in our country under the age of 20 will be diagnosed with cancer, and Michael was one of them. And he battled for 2.5 years, and then just after his 7th birthday he lost his battle to neuroblastoma.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you, but we carry on his legacy. We talk about him all the time, and we fight for him. We want to be his voice here and the voice for all the kids and the families battling this terrible disease.
Now, for viewers out there, is there something that they can do, preventative measures? Or what can they look at? Is there anything they can look out for? Because like you were saying, that's some gaudy numbers right there.
Tough.
What can we do to help prevent?
46 children a day in our country are told they have cancer, a form of pediatric cancer. And the doctors will tell you they're not 100% sure what causes it. We can say environmental, we can say genetics. You can point to a lot of things. Unlike adult cancers where perhaps you smoked for 50 years or you were overweight, it's really tough with the kids. And the good news is many forms of pediatric cancer, because of research, because of the monies we've put into it, they're very curable. Acute lymphomatic leukemia, known as ALL, is 95% plus curable because over the last 30 years we have put a ton of money into it as a community. So the good news is, often with the kids, because they tend to be healthy other than the diagnosis, they can fight these diseases. We still have some terrible cancers like neuroblastoma, like some of your brain cancers, your glio tumors, that are really tough. And that's where we try and focus our efforts.
Now, coming up on April 1st, we have our 4th annual Wipeout Kids Cancer Night, and it'll be sponsored by ZTE. Can you kind of give everybody the mindset of the kids when they come here? Because when they come here, every time I see them, you would never think that there's anything going on in their life. They're always happy. They're always smiling. Can you break down what their day will be like that day on April 1st?
That's such a great day, and we love ZTE for always sponsoring that for us. They've been a great partner to Wipeout Kids Cancer. But we have a program at Wipeout Kids Cancer that's currently at Cook Children's in Fort Worth, Children's Medical Center of Dallas and Plano, and Medical City Children in Dallas, where we adopt, for lack of a better word, the child and their family for a 12-month period, and it's called the Ambassador Family Program. And we heal the family unit. We focus on the child with cancer, on the parents, on the siblings. There's a lot of issues that come along when you have a child who's very, very ill. So what we do is each month we take these families out, and in April we bring them to the Texas Legends game. So they will arrive about 4:30, 5 o'clock. They will start out with a pizza party. The players love to come in and do the ball twirling on the fingers and all that fun stuff. And it's always fun to see those players up close and personal and really realize how tall they are. And the little kids love that. And they've been so generous with their time with these these kids and their siblings. And so they'll start with that, and they'll get to go in the locker room. They'll do the high five lineup when they come onto the court. They'll do some games on the court during the game. And it's just an amazing night. And it's really fun because these kids they don't have to come talk about cancer and hospitals and treatments, neither do the parents. They get to come and be kids and brothers and sisters, and the parents just get to have a night out, and all expenses are paid.
That is awesome, Evelyn. Now with the kids and their attitudes are just so great. Is that something that Wipe Out Kids Cancer helps them out? Because like I said before, you'll never know that something's going on, and us as adults, we have bills to pay and we have all that, and we act like we really have a real stress going on. But some of these children, they are really dealing a battle every day, day in and day out. How do you help keep their attitudes high?
You know, one of the great things is our Ambassador Family Program, and there really isn't another program like that for the elementary age kids, and we just try and get them out of the hospital and the clinic environment. And we're not discussing going bald, and we're not discussing a port or your next treatment. We're not talking about any of that. In fact, when we do our pinning ceremonies at the hospitals in January for these families, and they get their t-shirt and they get backpacks and they get a beautiful sterling silver pin donated by Bachendorf's with their name on it, we don't even talk about what kind of cancer they have. We're not even interested in their diagnosis. And so, you know, these kids really just want to be kids. They want to go to their soccer games. Whenever my two children start complaining about going to school, I always remind them there are kids downtown at Children's Medical who all they want to do is go to school today and be normal.
Well, we just found out we share parenting skills. That's exactly what I tell my 8-year-old. Now, coming up, we have spring and summer coming up. Can you tell the viewers a little bit what upcoming events outside of that Legends Games that y'all will be at April 1st? What are some more upcoming events you have going on? We're
going to be taking these families and things really the viewers wouldn't be involved in, but just to let you know, we're going to be taking these families to Colorado for family camp. We're going to be taking them bass fishing out at Vaquero, just some really fun things like that. But if you'd like to get involved and you want to help out, you can visit our website, wokc.org. And you can join us at our 5K run, which I am so excited to announce is going to be at a new venue this year, our 31st annual 1 mile fun run and 5K run. It's going to be at Lone Star Park on October 22nd, and all the information will be shortly uploaded to our website. And it's a great way. Run for someone you know with cancer, an adult or a child, or just put together a team and help raise money and come on out. It's really fun. And this year we're encouraging you to wear your costume because it's October 22nd.
Nice.
And we'll also have our gala, and we're getting ready to announce the surprise entertainment within the next month. So visit our website and join us and come out and help support these families.
All right, thank you for joining us, Evelyn. Thank you for joining us at home. Please stay tuned next week as we have another great episode of Beyond the Bounce presented by ZTE.